Good morning. It is Monday morning. It's about 8:45 in the morning. I've just got back from dropping my youngest daughter, well, I say at school, halfway, because she walks halfway to school on her own now. And I got a call from her primary school to say she's left her water at home. So it's right here in the hallway. So I'm going to walk back down now with this because it's going to be 32 degrees today. We are at the beginning of a heat wave here in the UK. It's going to be quite high temperatures, well, from the weekend just gone until the next weekend at least. I've spoken a lot before about how I suffer from summer seasonal affective disorder and how the heat and the light really affects my mental health. One of the things that I've decided to really make an effort and do is to get out of my habit of wearing the same clothes all the time. So I have a uniform of t-shirts and jeans, or t-shirts and shorts, and some of those t-shirts are so old they've got holes in them and it's ridiculous. I don't feel good wearing them. So today I've pulled out an old dress. It's a bit vintagey, probably can't see it very well. I've got my anti-chafe shorts on because they make me feel less naked underneath and more comfortable. And I've done the school run already, so I feel quite good. So I'm going to go and do that school run proper, but not really the school run, the water run, the school water run. I'll never learn, will I? I constantly put something in my mouth and then sit down to film. I've finished. I'm eating a Perkin, which is delicious. I was going to have another cup of tea, but it's too hot. I am sweating after that second walk. So I've got a nice cold drink here. I've got some lemon and lime slices that I'd frozen in it to keep it nice and cool. And it makes it taste nice as well, very refreshing. So I'm now going to spend a bit of time editing. Yesterday was Sunday and I filmed a podcast. I'm not sure if I like what I filmed, but I always feel like that. So anyway, now I'm going to crack on with editing it in the shade of the kitchen and with my Perkin. So I've cooled down enough from my walk now, and the first part of my podcast is exporting. I've still got more to edit, so I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and I thought I'd show you my new toy. I bought this on Amazon. It's for straining jam, but I've been looking for something like this for ages because we live in a hard water area, which means we have a high mineral content in our water, and as such we get quite a bit of lime scale, and I hate it when you see those crunchy bits of limescale floating in the top of your tea. So I now pour the water. I keep my kettle, I treat my kettle for limescale regularly, and it's got a filter in it, but I don't know if you can see it there. Can you see all those bits of limescale that I've caught in my little jam strainer? They will now not be floating on top of my tea. I've been enjoying tea so much more. What are you doing, Lilia?
Drying up the washing.
Lilia got up at 10:15
had breakfast at breakfast time, is now cooking lunch at lunchtime rather than 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And while she's waiting for it to cook, that funny noise you can hear is our rubbish oven making a horrible noise, she's doing the washing up. Didn't even ask her to.
I've been editing for ages. I've just come in to get my flip-flops. Hello, Lilia.
Hello.
Because I can hear the chickens making a bit of a racket, so I'm going to go and top up their water with some nice cold water and talk to them and see what all the fuss is about. Who's making all this noise? Who's making all this noise? Is it you? Got some water on the ground. They like it when the ground's wet, and they can sort of nibble at the water. Ooh. The water in the hose, where it's been sitting in the hose in the sun, it's like as warm as bath water. Some nice cold fresh water for you. I'll bring some watermelon in a bit. Okay, girls. Let's check on my cucumber. Or cucumbers, but this one's the biggest one. It's coming along nicely. Got a few more coming up here. Don't normally have much luck with cucumbers, but got a few coming this year. Got some lots of flowers on my tomatoes. More here. That's blueberry. I don't know if it's going to fruit this year, but it's certainly looking nice and healthy. Got some wild strawberries that I grew from seed. And this, I accidentally planted a pumpkin, but it's very happy, so I'm going to let it grow and see what happens. I think it might have been a seed from a pumpkin at Halloween that went into the compost. There's another little one there as well. I've got some raspberries. Oh, look. Got some nice raspberries here, all ripe. Oops. When I was in the supermarket, I picked up a dahlia. I've got to put it into a proper pot. It says it likes full sun, so I've given it a load of water. I'll water it again later on, and I'll put it in a new pot. Could even just put it straight in the ground here, actually. I'll have a think. Oh, one of my Livingston daisies has come out. I didn't think they were going to. Oh, that's beautiful. Ah. coming in.
Actually, I'll sit in the middle.
I was going to sit at the back.
Oh, okay, okay.
Actually, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. There's quite a lot of weight.
I sit on it with Amy and Joseph.
Yeah, but they're a lot smaller.
And Ruby was here as well once. They're children though.
Yeah. Right. It is.
Come back!
I will in a minute. It's 8 o'clock. And even though it is still 28 degrees, a breeze has come up and a cloud cover has come in. So we don't have sun beating in the windows. We've just had a really lovely dinner of pasta al pomodoro, which I made for the first time. Oh, well, this is a bit of an awkward angle, isn't it? So yeah, I made pasta al pomodoro for the first time using a lesson on Skillshare, because I've been doing a collaboration with Skillshare on my other channel, and I've been discovering lots of things that I really enjoyed. I've never thought of looking for cooking lessons, but I really enjoyed it, and we all really enjoyed the outcome. It's such a simple dish, but I learned so much. So we've been sitting in the garden enjoying the peace and quiet and the evening air. And my goal today was to try and do a bit of sketching. I would like to, over the course of the summer, try to document my summer experience in my sketchbook and do a bit of sketch journaling and stop thinking about it and start doing it. I also want to speak a little bit about why I stopped drawing back when I was just a little bit younger than Lilia is now, and just touch a little bit on that and a plan I have to kind of make peace with that a little bit and sort of come to terms with it. So I might talk about that this week if I get time. They're sticking their tongues out at me in the garden. And yeah, but if I don't get a chance this week, because it is going to be a very busy week, then I will in my next vlog. So right now I am going to go and pad outside in my bare feet, the same as everyone else, and not sit on the swing and break it, but go and sit with the girls. And then I think I'm going to have a glass of very cold white wine before heading off to bed. But first I've got to take the washing in. Oh, the washing can stay out. I'm going to go and sit with my girls.
Hiya! Hello. I really want to see Rise of Gru.
So do I. Yes, I am wearing the same dress as yesterday. I tried a few on. I'm going out for the day today. I'm meeting my lovely friend Sarah at a place halfway between us. So it's about an hour and 40-minute drive from here. We're going to the National Trust place, a National Trust place called The Vine. I'll put the details to it in the description box underneath. I've never been before, but Sarah works for the National Trust, so she's going to get me in. And it's halfway between us, so we're going to meet there for the day. And because I'm out all day, I just wanted to make sure if I was going to brave it and wear a dress, that I wanted to be comfortable. And because I successfully wore this yesterday, I thought I'd wear it again. It is clean, don't worry. No chickens threw up on it or anything. So yeah, I'm wearing the same one again today, but you know, second day wearing a dress, so this is all improvement. So I'm going to grab a drink, grab a snack, get in the car and get going. I'm going to take Dan's car because his air conditioning is better and he's got cruise control. Mine's like a golf buggy. I've arrived. I didn't film any of the journey because I'm in Dan's car and he doesn't have any of my setup. I've got things I can attach cameras and GoPros to. So I am here and it was very beautiful for the, I mean, the journey wasn't beautiful. It was the M25 and the M3, but the last bit was really nice. So I am intrigued by this place. It says it's a former Tudor powerhouse turned 17th century family home set in gardens, woodlands and wetlands. Oh, that's my friend calling me. Hello? So beautiful. I filmed a little bit here at the Vine, but not much as I wanted to catch up with Sarah. The gardens were absolutely gorgeous and we had a lovely nose around after a cup of tea and a scone. This oak tree is over 500 years old and we think this is some kind of garden folly. I took a few pictures with the intention of doing a sketch of it at some point. Then we headed into the cool of the house, which was so beautiful, especially this blue and white entrance and that big light. But of course we got most entranced by this knitted mural of the village of Bramley. This was a lockdown project and it includes houses, buildings and activities in the village of Bramley, which is a village nearby to the Vine. It was so cute and so detailed. The more we kept looking at it, the more we found. Can you see the Royal Mail van, the little cars at the post office and the local shop and the pub, people playing cricket and riding horses. And this house at the top has chickens in its front garden. It even includes the vine itself. And there's the folly that I just showed you. But perhaps best of all, there was a second-hand bookshop to browse and we had a lovely time looking around in here. And I love this idea. They've wrapped books and given a little description of the type of story and you can have a blind date with a book. This is the water meadow, I think that's what it's called, and we had a lovely walk round here and it actually rained for about a millisecond and it was so peaceful and lovely. Oh, I am home. It was quite a long drive back. I had such a lovely day with Sarah. We had matching lunch. We had this lovely feta and tomato bruschetta. Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous. And we chatted. It even rained a bit. It was very warm, summer rain. Oh, having said that, there's rain on the windows. It's exciting. There's no direct sunlight. There is a lot of cloud cover, but it is currently 28 degrees and it's about 7:15 at night. I've just checked the weather forecast, as I keep doing, to see when this heat wave is going to break. And Monday next week, so today's Tuesday, so in just under a week it's going to be 33 degrees. Sigh. But we just have to grin and bear it. Only 7 weeks away from September. So Sarah gave me, I'm going to open this in a bit once I've done all my chores and tidying up, and I'm going to sit down and treat myself to opening my gifts from Sarah. This is a belated birthday present, so I'm really looking forward to opening those. And I wanted to show you, so we went to the Vine, I think I mentioned that earlier on, and it was lovely. If you're anywhere near Basingstoke and that kind of area off the M3, my geography is appalling, it was absolutely gorgeous. The gardens were amazing and the house was like, I've wandered around a lot of historic houses and castles, but this particular one at the Vines, or the Vine, was amazing. I've never seen anything like it, so we really enjoyed it. And all the volunteers there were really knowledgeable and it was just a lovely, lovely day. Good, and a lot of air-conditioned time in the car as well, which was nice. I started a new audiobook. And I've left my phone downstairs stupidly because I was going to show you it, but I can remember what it was called, just not who it's by. So I'll fill in those details on the screen and maybe put a little picture up of the book cover. It's called hang on, I said I know it, but I'm not sure if I do now. The Secret to Happiness, I think it's called. It's a free one included on Audible, and because I finished my book just a couple of days ago, I was previously listening to the unlikely pilgrimage of Harold Fry, which I loved. I just needed something to listen to. And this is a real sort of chick fic type thing. And I wouldn't normally listen to that type of book on Audible, but it really kept me company. I was really enjoying it, and it was a really light thing to listen to as I was driving. So I'm into it now, and I think I shall finish that one. I'm enjoying it. So if you're looking for what Sarah described today as a palate cleanser between books, I'd say that was pretty good if you're an Audible fan. I'm sure it'd be a good book to read as well to yourself. A nice light summer read. I also bought myself a book. They had a second-hand book shop there, quite big. It was loads and loads of books. It was lovely. And I got a book that is so well, I'm not even sure it's been read, or it's been read by someone like Dan, who doesn't like to damage the spine. Look at that. Looks like it hasn't been read. And it's by Lisa Jewell, who I read her first 3 books, and now she's branched into kind of mystery, crime, murder mystery, and this is set in London. And I read the little blurb on the back, and it says, and it sounds good. And I don't normally read these types of books, but it was £1.50, and it supported the place we were. So I thought, I'm definitely going to add that to my pile of things to read. And Sarah was saying to me that she really enjoys Lisa Jewell's more recent books, so that's good. So turned out to be a bit of a book browsing day, as well as a lunch and tea and scones and wandering around Beautiful Gardens Day, which was lovely. It has been really hot though, and I am trying, and I think succeeding, to just embrace the things that brings. So I was able to walk around today with my friend around the beautiful place that we were, and find shade and have a grumble about the weather, and go into the cool house, have a look around, and just enjoy it, and see the gardens in full bloom like they were was amazing. And you can really only see that in the summer, looking like they were today. So that was my general positive for today. That, and we've got a bit of cloud cover and a little bit of breeze coming in, so it's letting the house cool down. And Dan's got a meeting, so we won't be eating till a bit later. So I've got a bit of time to do a bit of putting away washing and things, getting changed, have a shower, that kind of thing. And I think I'm surviving okay. I know that I've got hotter weather to come, and I know if you're like me, you know how that feels. I can't stop kind of the foreboding feeling of that coming. I've got my little sketchbook that I took with me today, and I knew I wouldn't have a moment to sketch, but I popped it in my bag just as a way of saying to myself, you know, you've got to start the journey somewhere. And this is a really small, tiny little sketchbook, so maybe that might be fun to do, just tiny little heatwave sketches or summer sketches. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. Thank you for joining me for this little random 2-day It's Really Hot vlog. And I missed last week, so, well, I missed today. I should have had a video up yesterday or today, and it's just not going to happen with everything that's going on with the school, with the last weeks of term, I mean, for Phoebe and all of that. So thank you for joining me for this hot couple of days. I hope wherever you are that you're managing to enjoy your winter or your summer, and whatever temperatures you are being given. And I hope that you're able to enjoy them if it's not your season, and I hope you are loving it if it is your season. I will be back soon. So thank you so much for joining me. It's just so wonderful to talk to you and come back regularly and read your comments, and know that you're all out there across the world. It's lovely. I feel very fortunate to be doing these videos. My channel is only small, and I just feel very lucky for it. I feel not lucky that it's small, but lucky to be doing this and have people that come back, and I don't know what I'm saying, but just thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.